All is lost.
Not while I'm standing. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power!
Barkati Hour, Barkati Al Shai, Barkati Hour, Barkati Al Shai, Barkati Hour, Barkati Al Shai, Call Loim Yahweh, Bashim Yal Shai, Bashim Rakal, Kadash, double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity, and those putting up videos up throughout the week, feed the sheep. It's Makwai from the Trump in the VA camp, and I'm going to get right into it.
YouTubers beware, beginning December 10th, your channel could be removed, access revoked, and effectively banned at the sole discretion of YouTube, which of course is owned by Google. A new terms of service was sent out by the video platform just a few days ago, and in it, there's a line that reads, YouTube may terminate your access or your Google account's access to all or part of the service if YouTube believes in its sole discretion that provision of the service to you is no longer commercially viable. Ominous words there. So for more on this, let's turn to investigative journalist Ben Swann. Okay, Ben, so that sounds kind of sketchy to me.
Very sketchy.
YouTube gets to be the sole decision maker, or in the words of George W. Bush, the decider,
right,
on whether or not someone's channel can stay up.
Sure.
But
which they've always been.
How do they define, though, commercially viable?
Well, that's what's interesting about this. The terms of service, and by the way, YouTube had sent out an email to content creators previous to this that kind of laid out some of the new terms of service. This was, interestingly, omitted from that email. It was not included in there. And so now that it's been spotted, it's getting a lot of attention, and YouTube's like, it's not a big deal. It's a very big deal. And the reason it's a big deal is because essentially what YouTube is saying is that if your channel does not make money, we can take it down because we can't advertise on it. Okay, that's the first issue. But the second issue is, and this is what no one else is talking about, is that YouTube has been on a mission essentially for the last couple of years of demonetizing channels, right? They don't outright ban channels, but they demonetize them, essentially saying that the content on your channel is not suitable for advertisers. Well, when you start getting those little flags on your channel that essentially say that your content, and by the way, my channel constantly gets these, that your content is not suitable for advertisers, not because it's violent, not because it's hateful, but because you talk about things that maybe their mainstream advertisers like pharmaceutical companies might not like. Now you're not suitable for advertisers. Well, now they've taken it a step further to say, and this is the way I'm reading this, if your channel is not suitable for advertisers, then we can take it down.
We're just going to
delete it completely.
So, like you said, they're saying, it's not a big change. A YouTube spokesperson claims essentially that they're just making these tweaks to the TOS. They're not changing the way the platform works or how they collect data or changing any settings.
True.
But this broad language, provides an opportunity, Ben, for them to clamp down on free speech, doesn't it?
Well, it absolutely does. And they're right when they say we're not changing any, access to the site. We're not really changing any of the rules. It basically operates the way it always has. But what they are changing is the expectation. And here's the expectation. When YouTube came along years ago, over a dozen years ago, the early adopters of YouTube were people who would go on there and say, look, I can't create content in order to, put this on broadcast television. That's why it was called YouTube, right? The whole idea was you can create a channel and you can create content.
Everybody
can be funny, silly, serious, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you can make these channels. What's interesting is since Google has bought it and the kind of the process Google has been in now for some time, not only do they significantly restrict channels, but they also have terms of service that make it increasingly difficult for content creators to create anything at all. So you have these certain channels, right? If you have over 100,000 subscribers to your channel, you can go to YouTube's studios and you can shoot your shows or your podcasts from their studios. But a lot of these new content creators don't have the ability to grow channels the way that they used to. And so the whole thing is gamed specifically for larger channels with large followings who create the kind of content that YouTube likes. They like gaming content. They like makeup tutorials. They like, like fun, silly stuff. Anything serious, anything newsworthy, anything that challenges the status quo, YouTube wants it gone.
They like that little boy that does all the toys. Ryan.
Kids who open boxes.
They like
love
Ryan.
that stuff. Yes.
Now, back to the same argument that you and I have discussed over and over about Facebook, about YouTube.
That's right.
Is it a publisher or is it something else?
Right. Well, is it a publisher or is it a platform? If it's a platform, then you don't have the right to remove everyone from your platform, right? You are creating the platform. And I think you can make an ethical argument that says, even if you are a platform and someone is creating content that is not commercially viable, the terms of service for YouTube have never been, can you make us money? Yeah. Essentially, what you're saying as YouTube now is that not only are we the lords of this space, right, but we're essentially creating a tax system, a taxation system, where if you create content that we deem as worthless or not valuable to us, we'll remove you and make room for someone else. Who does it harm for a content creator to be on there and not be able to make money?
Right. What if you're another 5-year-old that's not Ryan,
right,
and is unboxing presents or whatever,
and people don't watch your videos? And what does that cost YouTube? It doesn't cost YouTube anything. So what this really is about, it's not about the people who are unboxing or who don't make money. It's about the next step in the demonetization strategy that says, first we demonetize information that we don't like. And the next thing we'll do is say, you're not commercially viable, so it doesn't sound like they're politically biased. And they remove you for that reason, when in fact, they're actually removing you because corporate overlords are saying to YouTube, we want them gone.
So this is the fair man of the word. And like he just said, they can't really remove you any other way, and because they don't want to be politically biased, so they don't want to they don't want to just come out and, like an example, they don't want to just come out and say no black people can make any more YouTube, but they'll do things, but to counteract that, to go around that, they'll say no more uploading rap, or no more uploading world star fights, things like that. They'll target things that so-called black people like to watch or upload. So right now, they're going at the things. We know they're going after the truth. So now all of a sudden, if they can't make money off of you, they don't want you to be on YouTube. Now YouTube makes money off of Sakari, so they'll be okay. YouTube makes money off of IUIC, AOC. All these other fake camps, YouTube, they got promos on their pages and trailers and ads. So YouTube making money off of them, so they're fine. But the true men of the Lord, we don't have ads on our pages, no trailers. They're not making any money off of us, so they don't really want they don't want it up there. Ultimately, they don't want the truth up here, period. And that's another a red flag for these other camps, including punk ass Sakari. They don't got the truth. Okay. They got a form of the truth, but they're still niggas. Okay, they still down with the rapping. They still down with teaching other men's wives. They still down with just turn shit into a Black Lives Matter movement type shit. They what else do these niggas do? They camp with bug outs. So they're adverse to the scriptures. Okay, they're adverse to the scriptures. And this is why Esau likes them, because when they push that vibration out there, they're going to keep Jake in the darkness. But let me see. Amos 5:10, it said they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. And this is why you two want to come up against the truth. Okay, that's why they're coming after the men of a great millstone and the same men that teach that doctrine, because they can't handle the truth. They don't want the truth out there. They want to keep these niggas in darkness. Okay, but If we're raining on their prey via Yahweh Shem Yahshua. This truth, they can't handle this truth, and they don't want to hear it. They don't want Jake to wake up. They want this shut down. And they said, and what the guys say, the higher ups are telling YouTube shut this shit down before we shut the whole thing down. So YouTube's got to comply or get put down, and they don't want to stop making money. So they're coming up with crafty ways to to kick off the men of the Lord from pushing this truth out on the internet. Little do they know that's according to prophecy. So they think they stopping this truth, but they not. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we're not ignorant of his devices. Little do Satan knows, well, these heathen, little do they know is this is all according to prophecy. They're supposed to shut this down. Okay, this is what we want to happen. Ultimately, this is what we want. We're not ignorant of his devices, but clearly, he's ignorant of the of prophecy. He don't know he's fulfilling prophecy. You can't do nothing to the truth, but for the truth. Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. So right now, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is near. So you got to call upon him right now while the gates of repentance is still open. Because as you can see, they're trying to shut this truth down. And when they do, you can forget about it. Okay, you're going to be done. Okay, more than likely, you're going to be done. Okay, let's go over here. John 9:4. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. So the night cometh when no man can work, and that's going to be Jacob's trouble. The start of Jacob's trouble. That's going to be when it's going to be against the law to preach this doctrine. It's going to be against the law to come up against this wicked kingdom. Okay, and when that day comes, it's pretty much is all over. Whatever works you got, that's what's going to have to sustain you through Jacob's trouble. But like I just read, seek the Lord while he may be found. Okay, so we can work right now, but we gotta continue to work and continue to push to the best of our ability, because the day has come when no man can work. Okay, that's going to be it. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, says Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and shall not find it. So when the day of the Lord, when the day of the Lord pops off, they're gonna be looking for the men of the Lord for the guidance, for what to do next. Okay, they're gonna be looking for the men of the Lord, but they're not gonna be able to find it. They're gonna go to and fro, but they're not going to be able to find. That's why Scripture says, "Seek the Lord while he may be found." Okay, do the work of the Lord while it can be done. Okay, because we're almost out of here. This Jacob's trouble is about to pop off. Okay. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua said he's going to give us rest. He's coming back to give them that are heavenly laden rest. Okay, so we got to push the rock until he comes back. Okay, we got to push the rock until that famine comes. Okay, that's the light at the end of the tunnel. That's the deadline. Okay, but with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakal Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity. And those who be putting our videos up throughout the week, feeding the sheep. Adawan, Ratazah, Atham, your call. Shalom.